If it were me, I would be a merciful god and just delete that shit.
Yikes.
And then I kick it in the face.
Goodbye, billions of research dollars and baby memories.
What is going on, my shitheads? This is the Wii Power Hour, a roundtable discussion on the latest news and topics in the anime and manga world. I'm your host, Peter, and with me, I got my three stooges, Matt.
What's up, my people?
Kai.
What's up, my people?
And Lance.
Hi.
This is only episode 3. It's only episode 3. We're already at this point. We're phoning it in.
Man, that was so. I don't know.
That wasn't even planned.
It was just so bad.
None of these intros are ever planned, and then now I'm starting to think like maybe we should actually start.
I keep thinking about it as we're doing it every time. Now we should plan this out.
I like try to like think of like unique ways to like bring you guys in, but I would spend so much time on like other projects that I was like, I got nothing, so I'm just gonna call them my shit.
No, like every time we do it, I always think about we should say something that would just together come together and be really funny. And I tried to do it today, but
I was hoping you would say it too, and then I would ruin it.
Wow, you're all failures.
Last time I felt bad because I said see ya after Lance said see ya, and then Kai just pulls this shit up.
Oh no.
All right.
Cool. Welcome everyone. Welcome to the third episode. Just a quick call to action to let you guys know that we are officially on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and Stitcher. So if you listen to any on those podcasting apps, we are on there now. All the links for those ones are going to be like in the descriptions, so you guys can always check it out, and then you can listen from there.
So we made it. We're on Spotify, dude. It's like we made it. We didn't really make anything, but it's like we made it,
Yeah, I hope you know the requirements. We're just having one episode, so it's not like we did anything.
Damn, man.
But pat yourself on the back.
We're seriously, we did it, dude. We can tell our friends and catch me on Spotify.
Man, all the doubters, all the
Flex.
haters.
Wow. Are Kai, are you gonna like show up in like Las Vegas and you're gonna be like passing around your like fucking mixtape? You're like yo, check out my podcast. Check out bro, podcast 2020. Let's go. And then they were like, I don't want the mixtape, but do you want like this half-eaten lasagna from Book of the Beppo? You were like, nah, I don't like pasta. And you were like, well, you're an ungrateful homeless person, and then they'll just walk away, and then you don't sell your mixtape.
Yeah,
I got problems.
Yeah. But see, at the end of the day, I'll still be on Spotify, and that's all that matters.
That is true. You were on Spotify.
Yep.
So, and then if you guys didn't know, we do come out with new episodes every Monday, and soon, I think in the next couple of weeks, we will have a YouTube channel, and then we'll upload all the episodes on there, and we might be doing some like extra fun videos. Some other projects and ideas on that channel as well, so get a look out for that. But we're just gonna jump right into it, guys. Just one news today, and we're gonna be talking about the Burn the Witch manga, because I saw something very interesting that I wanted to bring up to the guys. So I'm pretty sure they know already, but the manga chapter was originally a one-shot manga a couple of years back, and then recently they did like a 4-chapter shot of the manga, and now it's being simultaneously released together with the anime that's the anime adaptation that's coming out on October 2nd. But I wanted to let you guys know that Kubo is actually working on the next 4-shot or like next season of manga. So I don't know like exactly how this is gonna work yet, but it seems like he's gonna do it like he's gonna do like a whole bunch of chapters together all at once and then release it all together, and then sit back for like a month or two and then come back with like another like 200 pages of like Burn the Witch. I don't know how long the story is or how expansive he wants to be, but I'm assuming like this is his next big project. So want you guys to like, I want to know what you guys think about like seasonal manga, if like that could be a thing pretty soon.
I'm excited. I want more Tite Kubo. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Mr. Kubo.
Mr. Kubo. Kubo-san.
Kubo-san.
Kubo Sensei.
Kubo Sensei. I want to see more of his work, you know. I'm always down for that. And
I feel like with seasonal manga, like maybe this gives them more time to flesh out all the details, all the storylines, or anything like that. Because I never think like artwork ever goes down, like when it's like a weekly release. But I think it's like more of like the story, like gets either like rushed, or I remember talking to Lance about Rent a Girlfriend and how we're like kind of disappointed sometimes that like the weekly releases are like always ends in a cliffhanger.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the territory you fall under when you do like a weekly manga. You gotta keep every issue exciting, even if it's only like, what was Rent a Girlfriend, like 20 pages long? How much story can cram in there that still has enough that you can leave on a cliffhanger for? Sometimes you have to like contrive a cliffhanger, which I see that so much times with that manga, like ending on a cliffhanger when it really doesn't need to, but it's to keep the readers excited for the next issue, to keep them coming back. That's kind of the trap that you have to undertake when you do a weekly manga. So I do like the idea of coming out with new content in batches. I think that's a more healthy way to distribute your series.
Yeah, I'm assuming, I don't know if like COVID had anything to do with this. I'm assuming like Kubo-san already had like this like in mind to do it like in batches, but I guess now like this gives him more time. Maybe he was like really burnt out on Bleach, and that's why he had a hard time like finishing strong on Bleach, the Bleach manga. So I guess we'll see how that goes. Is there like any like series in particular you guys think of that like needs more time for like a seasonal release like this? All right, I guess I'll cut out that question.
You know me, I only read monthly or bi-weekly manga, really. I think Rent a Girlfriend's the only one that... I mean, Boku Benkill, but I mean... That series is... Yeah, the series is such a godly series, it is beyond sen. But... Yeah, most of the manga actually I read are bi-weeklies or monthlies. Like, Attack on Titan is a monthly. Kaguya-sama's bi-weekly.
And bisexual. I'm kidding, there's no bisexuals in it.
Nah. And then Takagi-san is monthly, I think.
It goes back and forth because he has the like regular Takagi-san, and then he has like the adult like Takagi-san, so he like hops back and forth, so it's like bi-weekly.
Bi-weekly in a way, yeah.
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 But yeah. So so this anime is the 4-part chapter is gonna be in a 3-part episode. They're gonna say it's a movie, but really it's gonna be like, you know, separated into 3 episodes, and they're gonna be on Crunchyroll and I believe Amazon Prime. Amazon's stepping up, getting something really big. So we would definitely be watching that, and we'll definitely give you guys our like hot takes on what we think about it. Especially Kai. I believe Bleach is like his favorite anime of all time. So like he has.
I like the manga. I like the manga too. Not just the anime. I like the manga deeply as well. Just throwing it out there.
Have you read Burn the Witch yet?
No, not yet. I'm gonna, but I was waiting for all of it to come out or something, you know.
I think it's like I think by like next week, I think it's all out. The 4 chapters. Sure.
Yeah, that's why I was waiting for it. But then I will give you my review. I will let you know.
Yeah. So in the next couple weeks, I think probably 2 weeks from now, so like 2 episodes from now, or maybe the next episode, we are gonna like delve deep into next season's batches of anime, and then we're gonna like give you guys what we're excited for, what we're gonna be watching out for, and if you guys want to watch like the shows with us, and then help us like rank them, we'll do like a top 10 rankings of every week's episode, and then we'll dive deep into that kind of stuff. So look out for that, guys. Probably more information on the social media when I get the chance. So okay, we're just gonna jump into our anime roundup for the week. Gonna start with God of High School. How'd you guys feel about this week's episode of God of High School?
It was really action packed. I really liked it. It was like the traditional like fighting too, with the main character and that Il guy. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but they also had their Charyuk whatever scenes with like the boss guy from God of High School and I guess their enemies Nox, which was pretty epic.
Church.
Yeah.
The Christians. I think I might have to edit that one out. I don't know. That's racist.
Yeah, that's where you draw your line.
I don't know. I feel like anything offends people at this point.
Yeah,
you'll find anything to be offended by nowadays.
Yeah, it was pretty action packed. I think me and Lance kind of like share like what the.
It was a little bit too busy. Like there was almost too much action going on. There's like the tournament with Jin. He's fighting blue-haired dude, and then there's the greater. Brother. Is that like his adoptive brother or something?
No, I think like his grandpa was just like, hey, take care of Jin when I like inevitably like leave him.
You know me, I'm the mentor.
And cigarettes. Yeah. Yeah, so like they take care of him, and then I guess he like assumed the like older brother role, because like during the battle, he was teaching Jin.
Yeah, trying to mentor him in his own way as he fought.
Because now Jin is like Kakashi and he can copy people apparently. So I don't know like when.
That part was really cool though, you know.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
Things and copied other people, the turtle stance and all that kind of stuff. Though with the hand.
Yeah, the swordless stance too.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he's gonna get to the point where like he's copying, and then he'll just like start, I guess, molding it into like his own form, and then it's gonna be like a Jin martial arts form where like he just combines all these moves together and it makes like this crazy effects going around.
So
yeah,
broken.
I'd like to see him eventually get to the point where he's not just mimicking the moves but combining them. I think that'd be interesting. I guess we'll see. But while that's going on, like outside was like the massive like
the world was like crashing like, around the high school.
Yeah, it was like some like catastrophic level like JoJo combat going on. I keep comparing it to JoJo, but it's so hard not to. Like with the Charyuks in their fully realized forms, like they just cause massive mayhem.
Yeah, and yeah, I don't understand why they're like trying to squeeze so much
into one episode.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure this is gonna get a season 2. Like Crunchyroll wouldn't like put their name on the fucking like the tournament ring if they weren't gonna believe that they're gonna at least get 2 seasons out of it.
I thought that was like, funny that they actually put their Crunchyroll logo inside the anime.
Yeah, because they're trying to take over webtoons. Like every like webtoon, which is like usually like, kind of pretty much like manhwas, but there's like some American ones too that are like really good. I think they're gonna like, this is like their source where like when you get like Shonen Jump, I'm assuming like Shonen Jump like has their connections to like other anime studios. You'd be like, oh hey, when like you're ready to go, you got enough chapters, like remember us so we can do like the anime for you. Like, you can pay us for that.
Yeah. Now they're sure up turning into like Disney. They want to get all those Infinity Stones together.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm assuming I'm actually pretty excited because there's some other webtoons that are like really good, and I think like the quality is like getting better, especially art wise. I know like a lot of people are like, look, they don't look the same as the Japanese one, but like I know you guys don't read manhwas, but like if I ever show you guys like some manhwas, like you'll realize like, whoa, they like draw like human anatomy like way better than like Japanese manga does. Like they just look cleaner. It's just the stories are like usually like half baked sometimes, but like in recent years like they've been like a lot better. So okay, let's jump to Fire Force next. How'd you guys feel about this week's episode of Fire Force?
It's another episode.
No,
The last 3 episodes has just been, I get it. It's background story.
It's lore, yeah.
It's lore, but I don't know. It's like when you ask us, what did you think about it? I feel like there's nothing much to talk about again.
It's true. What are you guys looking forward to? Because I mean, like we're getting to like.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I guess
you're
back
right.
to the action part.
I'm
right?
definitely
With
looking
Joker.
forward to Joker.
Yeah.
Personally, I love guys who throw cards or like do card related shit, and man, he looking pretty badass.
I love Gambit.
Yeah. Fire Force Gambit. Yeah, like he is. There's gonna be more lore, I guess, but it's gonna be mixed in with action this time, right? Like it's not just like consistent. Just like let's just keep talking about everything and what problems that we have. So, all right, I guess we'll just move on. There wasn't really much for Fire Force. ReZero. How'd you guys feel about this week's of ReZero's episode?
I was a bit confused with the part when he was drowning in the blackness. Was the handkerchief turned into a dagger for him?
Yeah. So
Okay.
what from my understanding, what Echidna did was actually bless the handkerchief so that he could turn it into a dagger to kill himself with if he ever feels cornered, and that's exactly what
Get out of a situation.
That's what the shadows were doing. It was basically trapping him seemingly infinitely, so it was his way out.
I see.
Yeah.
I think that's why he also like at the end he was like, thank you Petra, I'll take you like out on a date or whatever.
Yeah.
Because he basically like of course the kid like did all the work, but like she wouldn't be able to like bless anything if he didn't have that handkerchief around.
In a weird way, Petra did ensure that Subaru was able to get out there safely by killing himself, but it did save him. I was impressed with the action sequences for this last episode. I mean, I think I don't really think of ReZero as like an action-y sort of show. I think of it more like what impressed me the most about is like the drama and like the psychological topics that they tackle. But
yeah, it's the theming.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I was impressed with the action sequences. Like I actually went back to watch the episode again, and man, when Garfield gets torn up by the shadows, like I mean, poor guy, but I was like really impressed with how the animators. That was pretty cool. Like they killed the characters in really creative ways. This animation team, like they put their thin caps on and they get some really creative deaths in. Like,
I mean, that's the fun with this show, right? Like that's the theming is like, of course you got like the weird like isekai and like how like it goes and everything like that, but like on its core it's like how psychologically like fucked up can we go, and I think like it just kind of like plays itself. Like we're already like so into it that like whatever they throw at us gore wise is gonna like amplify like 10 times more. So I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited to like know what Beatrice's role is.
Yeah, we're left off with it looks like we're finally gonna get to the bottom of what Beatrice's, I guess her intention is, because she's always talking about that she has like almost like schematics that she's following based on whoever created her, right? Has like a plan laid out for her. So I'm interested to see where that leads her and what her purpose is, because so far she's just been like an observer from the library.
and what her connection is to Rosewall.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm assuming Rosewall is like her master of sorts, because I'm assuming he has like the original like prophecy book or whatever they called it to like, tell them what to do. So, and like, why is there a copy? Why does she have a copy? Do they get the same instructions? Like too many questions. And,
too much like blank spaces in her history that I want to see filled out.
Yeah, and like it's crazy too that like now I'm thinking about it, is like, yeah, we're gonna get those answers soon, maybe next year, who knows? But I don't even know like how it would help Subaru yet. Like, what purpose would be like for him to know how it goes for her, because he's not like he can like, hey, like don't listen to the book and help me instead kind of thing. Like she's like she's binded by that book. So I was like what's no one gonna be other than, I guess, I maybe like trying to like get her out of it. But like I don't think Rosewall wants to like give up his librarian anytime soon. So
I don't know, what exactly does she do aside from being a librarian in the house? Is that like actually like her occupation for Roswell?
She's supposed to like keep track of like all the books in the library and like keep that protected, because I'm assuming like, I don't know, like wizards and their books are like the number one thing to like have, because there's all the wisdoms treasures of their spells and stuff like that in there. So I'm assuming that's what she's protecting. But yeah, I can't really think of anything else that would help Subaru in that case.
Yeah, I am curious about where they go with her character.
Okay, and the last one that we watch is Sword Art Online.
Yeah.
So take the floor, Kai.
Man, it's so shocking, because like since last the episode before this, you see Kirito and Asuna, they both got their wings, and they're gonna live out their 200 years, and I was like, oh man, maybe we get to find out what they did during those 200 years, man,
Nah, man.
Nah,
man. Like,
a lot of
200 years is a very long time. Like, just in our 27 years of being alive, we went from having, like black and white, like, portable screens for gaming to, touch screen, vibration, responsive gaming now, in our handhelds. And think about what you can do in 200 years, like.
But was that society built for that though? Like,
well, but 200
like
years.
What happens if they just decided just to be medieval for like the rest of their lives, and then
but see
like,
that,
hey,
but Kirito and Asuna, they were basically the kings and queens of, because like Asuna was basically the goddess of creation.
But they're teenagers. Like,
but she's goddess of creation, okay?
Oh, okay, so that she can just make whatever she wants. So she's like, I want like a waffle maker right now. She'll just make the waffle maker.
I have a theory that, so they forgot about the 200 years, right? They had that.
Well, they're trying to forget.
No, they had to delete it.
It's been deleted, right? I have this theory that in this virtual world, that in those 200 years, Kirito created a more technologically advanced society in the virtual world, and in that time, Excel World was created, and the story of Excel World takes place inside the 200 years that Kirito and Asuna were in there.
I would have liked your answer better if you had just said that Kirito and Asuna made like 1,000 babies. I felt like that was a more appropriate answer.
I mean, I feel like that was probably what happened, like, canonically. And that's why they had to delete that, because what kind of, like, mental strain children will put on the characters, and we don't want a protagonist that kind of strain on him.
Yeah, no, also Asuna had to, like, give birth,
all
like,
that.
a couple thousand times, so that must have been, like, yeah, she never, like,
yeah, man, it's alright.
had the pain in her stomach, but
she's virtual.
Yeah.
The pain and the stretch marks, they're
inconsequential.
Yeah, the only stretch marks are on the inside.
But like, all right, Kai, you're gonna have to like teach me through this guy, because I'm still like, I'm not understanding like why do they want to save the underworld or save like the game they were in. Like,
see, the problem here
they
is
fall
that
in
I'm the
love with
only
the
one
people?
who's watched the first 24 episodes of the arc, the Alicization arc, and they just haven't watched it, and it's so upsetting. So basically, he gets dropped into this world, right? And he's there, and you see Yu-Gi-Oh with blonde hair, and he has to, he's living his life, and Kirito just pops in there one day, and he's like, "Hiya, what you doing?" And long story short, they decide that they want to become a swordsman, so they go through this whole process of going through like an academy where they train things. They like live under this like senpai who's more skilled with the sword and all that kind of stuff. And they go through the ranks, and they go through these schools for basically a year or like year or two, until one day these bad noble people are like taking advantage of Kirito and Yujio's kohais, like sexually, because Sword Art Online, another sexual thing's gotta be in there all the time.
So Kirito went in too deep. That's basically what you're telling me.
No. These bad people went in too deep, and because even though they have this thing called a taboo index, which is basically these governing laws that people aren't supposed to do, it doesn't like, because of how it is, people can like go around it. They find loopholes around it. It doesn't like, if you were growing a flower, I could just go up there and step on it. There isn't a rule that says I'm not allowed to step on it, so I'm going to step on it.
Okay, but the flower isn't real, so why should I care about that flower?
The flower isn't a high school girl either.
No, but these people already have, they're basically real people.
Are they?
Yeah, so how the underworld was formed was they got these Wrath employees, the people, the scientists and stuff, and
they put their minds in like the virtual.
No, they basically
avatars of
cloned
the game.
babies. They cloned the fluctlight of babies because they couldn't clone an adult people, because they would realize that they're a clone and they would basically implode on itself. So they cloned like newly born babies who didn't understand what's going on. And in the underworld, they got the Wrath employees to act as mother and father and start a civilization. And as these, babies got older, they would go through, like a normal kid growing up, becoming an adult, and then they would start their own families, and then the employees would log out or something, and they would hit the button to accelerate time, and these people would create their own civilization.
But it has the genes of the people that
it's all started from these babies that like real life babies that were cloned, who's got their fluctlight or their soul basically cloned.
I'm
So
sorry,
for all intents and purposes, the reason why Kirito and Asuna care about the underworld is because technically these are real people.
Actual people.
They're basically real people.
It's like Planned Childhood. We gotta save all the living babies now.
It's basically a simulation, Like if you were to simulate a real civilization in a computer with like people with actual emotions and feelings and dreams, that's what you get. And then there's people that are like, oh, those aren't real people. Like you.
Okay, but what was the purpose of doing this? What were they trying to accomplish by cloning and starting a whole
So they
new
originally wanted to
civilization?
make these fake, artificial people, AIs, because they can think for themselves, right? Put them in robots and fight.
And then take over the world.
And fight for their country, become, drones with like, controllable human minds, because they're humans, so they'll
and
listen to
that's
orders.
what they
that
achieved.
would never work.
No, that's what they
That would
achieved in the
never
latest
work.
episode, right? So Alice was put into the drone.
Yeah, malice was put into the drone, but right before Asuna like had to like say goodbye for 200 years, it was like Kirito's wish that these people would never be used for weaponry purposes.
Right, because that doesn't work. It's literally like, oh, we just started a new civilization to put in front for wars.
Yeah.
But they have like the minds of humans, so they're going to be like, well, this is fucked up.
Yeah, no,
we don't want to do this.
Yeah, but people didn't realize that because they haven't been in that world for long enough, you know? Like, Kikuoka, the guy who was, like, the leader of this whole project was like, oh, you know, let's just fucking make an AI and that can think for themselves, and we'll pop it in robots, and then they'll fight for us, you know? We'll sell it to other governments or something, and we'll win wars. But then, by Kirito going in there and like learning all these kind of stuff, he was like, wait, these people are like actual people, yo. We can't be using these for weapons. And then that's why he was telling them not to use it for weapons.
What a fucking colossal waste of time.
So where do the pig people come into play? I'm just so curious about where did they put the pigs in there too?
Whose DNA was that one?
What was the pig people?
Who gave birth
Were they
to those
normal
monstrosities?
babies, but they just happen to look like pigs for the sake of the virtual world?
I forgot the reason why the Dark Territory was made, but
Or maybe
the Dark Territory has its own, you know, like how, like, Kirito and Yujiro comes from a random village, you know. In their Dark Territory, there's these random village with, you know, random pig people that, you know, cultivate their own, you know, pig food or something, you know, and they have their own callings, I'm assuming.
someone
And
stuck
then
it in the pig.
And then, you know, they're like, oh, you know, the Light Territory people, oh man, they're so bad, they're so terrible people, you know. It's just a matter of perspective, I'm assuming.
If it were me, I would be a merciful god and just delete that shit.
Yikes.
And then I kick it in the face.
Goodbye, billions of research dollars and baby memories. Goodbye.
I've always wanted to kill 1 million people
Now I
with
can.
the press of a button, and now I can.
Maybe Kayaba was right all along.
I don't know. All right, we'll move on.
Please.
I don't
You
know,
guys
I'm
gotta
really
just
triggered
watch
with
it, man. Just like,
No, I
instead
refuse
of
because I
judging
don't want
it
to
and just
see
being like,
anyone
oh,
fucking
man,
pigs.
it's so bad. It's so.
It's not that
I'll
it's
have
bad.
you know, I've never been this open-minded about sword art.
Yeah, same. I'm literally doing this for you, so you better love me for this. It's just like, okay, yes, I get the idea and the intent of why they did it, but at the end of the day, it's for nothing. Like, it's literally for nothing. Like, what makes you think that you can recreate humans?
That was the moral of the season, was basically Kirito discovered that this entire project of this virtual world is for nothing.
You just realize human civilization sucks.
Yeah, but see,
And will
originally
probably
Kirito
always
was
suck.
never supposed to know what the contents of the underworld was. Because he would go, it was his part-time job, and he would go into the underworld, and that's when he was like the younger Kirito and younger Yuju and all that kind of stuff. But every time he would log out, they would delete the memories of when he was in the underworld. I forgot the reason why, but they do it. So he couldn't explain it to, you know, the gang, like what he sees in the underworld.
Did they have a fail-safe in the robots? So, like, say they put the people in the robots, and they were like, I don't want to fucking go to war. Like, why would I do this? And then
I don't know.
You're in my robot, so you're gonna do what you're gonna do. So, in the end, you could just make a robot.
Wait,
Am I wrong?
Wait, Kai, isn't this the plot of Iron-Blooded Orphans? I just caught up to that episode, and this is basically Iron-Blooded Orphans. That's like the successful universe of what Sword Art was trying to accomplish. They made autonomous robots that are just killing machines.
Am I wrong, though? Could we have just skipped making human civilization and just made robots that can kill people?
Oh, wait, it had to do something about making an AI, you know? Making an AI that could think for itself.
Right, but that's the dangerous part, is that they think for themselves, and then they realize that they don't want to fight, and then they turn on you, and you don't have a failsafe on those robots, so then they kill you, and then it becomes like I Am Legend.
Yeah,
I tell you,
but
some
see, the
people
main
watch
problem, the main problem in the show was that they made their own law that killing people is bad.
So they were made for failure.
No, you know, some people just watch the Space Odyssey and they don't see that as a cautionary tale, you know.
Yeah, so they were like, they made a law to not kill people, so that's why they wanted Kirito, who was an outsider, to like influence them to like break the laws.
All right, yeah, okay. I guess that like answers my question then. That's the failsafe that I was looking for. Like what's the thing that's gonna stop them from being like, I don't want to do what you want me to do. But if it's like a law that they program inside their head that they can't like get rid of, then it's like, well,
Yeah, their like eye starts hurting, and then that's why they don't do it.
Or just make a robot to kill.
All right, moving on.
Just saying. All right. That was a heated discussion. So now we're gonna move to the topic of this week's podcast. I wanted to pose a question to you guys. If you own an anime studio, it could be a current existing studio or your own, what would you want to work on? It could be any anime that you want, a manga adapted to an anime, movies, OVAs, a season 2, a season 3, or redoing an anime season. The floor is yours. You have an unlimited budget, so you can go ham, like fucking Fate Stay Night ham. And we will drop it to Matt first. Let's see what his would be.
I would definitely redo the anime Back Mongolian Chop Squad.
Oh my god.
It's an old one. It deserves a reanimation and even a season 2 perhaps, or maybe 9 more seasons, 10 seasons of that. If Rick and Morty can do it, if Rick and Morty can do it, then why not Beck? It's pretty good.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna stop you there, Kanye, because there's a problem with this one. Okay, one, it's like a slice of life, so it's just gonna like keep going. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I watched it with you, and I really like Beck as well. But there were like a couple episodes, and by couple I mean like almost like half the season, where literally nothing happened. Like nothing. And like only some characters are redeeming enough to make that okay. You know what I mean? Where like if it's like cute girls doing cute things and like it's not like really much happening, they're just doing whatever, but the characters are redeeming, that's great. But I only like 2 characters out back, because everyone else
harsh criticism coming
Well,
out.
Yes.
oh, maybe not 9 seasons, maybe another season.
Maybe 8 seasons.
Maybe an OVA.
Did you know that they made a live action Beck?
Yeah, I watched like
a movie.
what I could on Dailymotion, but I couldn't find the other half of it on that.
I actually I was bored last night, and I was like looking around, and I ran into it somehow. And
Did you finish it?
Don't watch it. It was a big waste of time.
Oh yeah, it doesn't even play him singing. It's silence when the queen sings.
People were just like, oh, wow, what an angelic voice. But like it's literally like he's just like moving his mouth, and like they play like a harp in the background. I'm like, oh yeah, that's amazing singing right there. So really,
They couldn't hire a Japanese person that can sing English for that movie.
yeah, because some of the Japanese people were they're like talking in English, and they had like pretty good accents. So I was like, all right, like we got somewhere.
Or sing good in English then.
Is it, all right. I'm giving you like the fucking key to the city, and all you want to do is make 9 more seasons of Beck.
Oh, and I'd also like to finish up Birdie the Mighty, have a season 3, because they never finished it.
It's like the story not done.
Yeah, the story's not done. She didn't catch the main bad guy yet.
Oh, that can go on for another 10 seasons then. All right. Well, looks like he's stuck on like 10 seasons for the rest of his life. Let's jump to Kai next.
All right. Well, at the Kai Sauce Production Company, we got
Why even named it?
Yeah, we named it. We got a couple things on our agenda. First off, we need more seasons.
Sword art.
More seasons of cute girls doing cute things. Personally,
Yes, sir.
Personally, more Nichijou. Can we get an A for that? An amen for that? Nichijou?
Amen.
Amen.
All right,
Amen.
Umaru.
Give me some OVAs. Don't give me a new season.
All right. OVA. I'm okay with an OVA. And you know what?
You know what? Actually, take a
Konosuba.
movie.
Can we get an A? Amen.
Okay, well, actually, the reason I think that hasn't come out with a new season is that the light novel isn't as far. There's not enough material.
God
from what I read around.
damn it. All right. Well, another one.
Original storylines would be good.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
And moving on out of the cute girls doing cute things animes, since we are getting a constant flow of Sword Art online, I would like to explore more into Excel World.
Hell yeah, I can get behind
Because,
that.
you know, there is a lot of, like, there's so much books on it out already, on the light novels. There's, like, more than Sword Art, like, by far. But not a lot of them is actually translated yet, which is kind of a bummer. But I would like more of that because I don't know. It was cool.
You just like the world.
Yeah, I like the world and I like how shiny everything was. They were all
with or without Kirito.
Yeah. And then
No,
finally,
with or without Kirito. Hold on.
Huh?
You gotta answer my question. With or without Kirito?
Without's fine, honestly.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the author confirmed like
That
that he actually he retconned it so that like initially I think his idea was that Kirito built the world, but he was like actually canonically no, he didn't do that.
Yeah, he's not related into any of it. Or so far, there's nothing released about it, so.
Okay, so he's just some dude now.
They're just in the same universe, but there hasn't been any like direct connection to Sword Art.
Yeah.
But anyways, finally, I would like to see a Harry Potter anime.
Little Witch Academia? Is that the name of that one?
No. I want Harry Potter.
You know that new anime that's coming out.
Oh, Burn the Witch?
Yeah. Okay,
No.
that's it, right? Is that not basically Harry Potter?
I want Harry.
Similar theming.
I want Harry Potter.
I think he wants like the school aspect of Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Maho Gakko Harry Potter.
Yeah. And I want to see like imagine,
I could agree to that, like a slice of
trio,
life.
Yeah, it's like the trio. You know, there's some plot, but it's basically the trio going through their,
Going to
classes and talking about dumb shit,
Yeah.
Instead of asking which side you eat the chocolate croissant, the top or the bottom, you talk about which side you eat the chocolate frog, the head or the butt. These kind of things. I need to know.
Kai was really thinking hard on that one. I like that. I would piggyback off that because I want to see what other classes they could like potentially have, right? Because like the classes that they do show are like pretty cool, and I'm like, there's got to be like more classes that like J.K. Rowling can think of to like build that like school even more, to like make it even cooler, and meet other teachers. I don't know, meet some Hufflepuffs. Go Hufflepuffs. Just saying.
I would love to see a bathroom scene with Myrtle. I feel like that's just a prerequisite if you make a Harry Potter anime. Just the old. Or rather, I guess Harry would be. Yeah, you're in the boys' bathroom.
Yeah, the Myrtle's gotta be like a tsundere, right? Like she's like fucking like did you like see me naked baka, and it's like you're a ghost, and it's like, oh yeah, I am a ghost, and then just like go about her merry way.
No, Murder will be the resident yandere. Guaranteed.
Well,
She did love Harry. Yeah, you're right. That's right. All right.
Yeah, that concludes my production company's agenda.
All right. For Kai Sauce International.
Yeah, something like that.
All right, Lance. Let's.
That's not
hear what
even.
you
That's
got.
not even the title that he gave.
No, it was.
Okay. If I had an anime studio, I'd want Doga Kobo as my studio. I feel like they're right up my alley. They've made a lot of comedies that we've all watched. They've made New Game, How Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Lift, Rauru-chan. And I feel like if I had an anime studio, my first project would be devoted to giving more seasons to the anime they've made, because my god, they only seem to make one season animes.
Nah, you're just saying that for Nozaki-kun.
Yeah, it is Nozaki-kun. How'd you know? Yeah, my first on the list is gonna be Nozaki-kun. They only have one season in like 2014, and it's just been crickets. And I just feel like, what a waste! It's such a good series. How could it not have more than one season? It's like my favorite 4-coma comedy.
You know what? Looking kind of like at the list that they have, a lot of like their big time animes that they've done, they've had 2 seasons. It is actually just Nozaki-kun that doesn't get it.
Oh man, then where's the love? It
Yeah,
baffles
just like
me
No
to
Game,
this
No
day.
Life.
Umaru-chan
No
has
Game, No
second
Life.
season. Holy crap! I am baffled.
Yeah, like all of like their
Shocked.
like super major projects that they had, except for like I don't think Classic Memories, but that was like an original source one. That wasn't like a manga source. But like New Game, that one had it. I think
Yudu
Gabriel
Yudi had a
Dropout.
second season. Holy crap!
yeah. And then like if it didn't, then they probably had like an OVA of like or like a movie or something like that. So
Okay.
yeah.
Well, we got to get that second season for Nozaki-kun. I think there's more than enough material for like 3, maybe 4 seasons right now.
I mean, it's just like Nichijou, where it's just like it can just continuously go for the rest of time as long as you can think of like new comedy plots to do it in.
oh
Yes.
yeah, it
So-
could just go on
Nichijou,
infinitely.
yes.
You should-
Alright.
Yeah.
That's it. Just Nozaki-kun. That's how you.
Uh,
It's Nozaki-kun.
That's my first on my list. I mean, actually, you know, a lot of the anime that I wanted a second season for, they've actually been pretty good.
In recent years, they've
yeah,
been getting
this
it,
year, most of the ones that I've been waiting for have gotten their second season. That's ReZero. That's Oregairu got their 3rd season. I've been waiting for that conclusion. So I'm pretty satisfied there. For a while, I was thinking Hyoka. I wanted to see a second season for that, but I actually read up on that, and I don't think the content's really there for a second season. Maybe an OVA they could squeeze out, but I don't think it. Where KyoAni left off with the anime, I think it was actually a good spot for them to wrap up the series with. It didn't really need anything more than that. It had a solid conclusion. So I was gonna say Hyoka, but actually I think I'll retract that. Oh, Devil's a Part-Timer. Where's the second season for that one? That would be my next one, right after Nozaki-kun.
They do have enough material. I have read most of it.
Yeah.
And I think they have like a spin-off now, where like.
Oh yeah, it was
I forgot her name. But
was her name Amelia?
Yeah, something like that. The hero girl.
Yeah,
she
the
like
female
had
lead.
to like take care of a baby.
Oh really? That one
Yeah.
sounds interesting.
Like a baby just like. You know how it goes, right? Just like shit just happens, so like a baby just like popped out of nowhere, and then she like took, she took responsibility for it. So now like there's like a baby like in the mix now, and there's like hijinks ensure from there. So like, yeah. I think for me, I would probably focus on OVAs, because I feel like I read. I mean, I spent way too much time reading manga where I have other human responsibilities to do to actually like survive in this world. And I feel like there's so many like good concepts that would never have enough material for like a full 12 episode or 13 episode season. But as an OVA, it would be perfect for like 4 OVAs or like a 6 OVA or even like a movie or something like that. And it just kind of gives them more, I guess, like a spotlight to show. Kind of give them like a chance to be like, hey, you know, like people like your stuff, you should definitely like continue and make more. Because I don't know how many times I like read this manga and I'm like, I love this like plot line, like it's so original, have never seen this before. And then it's like, well, you know, after like chapter 15 we gotta be done because no one really cared for it, no one really bought the volumes, so it's like I gotta like close up shop. And I'm just like, please no, come back.
Reality is so cruel.
Yeah, like I don't know how many times I got like the door slammed shut in my face because I'm just like, no, why don't Japanese people like this stuff? And yeah, like I feel like if I had like unlimited money, I can just like pop out these sources and then just like get them, because I always feel like if there's motion or like it's animation to it, and then you put in the voice actors, and I have unlimited money, so I'm gonna get like the best voice actors and like, you know, the best composers and all that jazz. That's really gonna sell like the manga, the idea, the mangaka's idea, and like really give them like a second like win to like be able to make like another volume or like multiple volumes or like or at least continue working. Because even there are times where I'm like reading it and they don't make any more work because I assume they're out of work. No one wants to like sign on their stuff, so it's like I really want that. And I want to piggyback off of Kai. Cute girls doing cute things. I'm just gonna buy out KyoAni and then just cute girls in a moving company. Cute girls working at a movie theater pre-COVID.
No, cute girls doing cute things post-COVID. Huh?
Okay, so cute girls in quarantine over
Man, it's
having a Zoom chat.
Dude.
Yeah.
No, we could have an OVA that's for quarantine for any of the things you've just said. Like
did you see? I'm sorry. Did you see NBC? I think it's NBC. They're coming out with a COVID like comedy show, like a quarantine comedy show.
Really?
Where like
I think it's
perfect.
Like
the basis is just like I don't know how many strangers, or not strangers, but like friends, I guess, like 8 or 10 people, and like they're all somehow connected to each other, or like I'm friends with this person, that's their brother or whatever, and they just have like Zoom chats with each other, and they just like go about their daily days. Yeah, and it's just like regular NBC humor, I guess, where like one girl was like, yeah, I couldn't find a thermometer to like check like my temperature, so I bought this like meat thermometer, so I just like stabbed myself and get like the right temperature, and everyone was like, no, and yeah, it's just like that kind of stuff. So basically like Friends, but you have to talk
socially distance. Yeah,
exactly.
I think it's a great idea. Yeah.
So cute girls doing podcasting, cute girls doing YouTube videos. You know what I need, now that I thought about it, esports. I need like a really like in-depth esports anime, because I know a lot. No, not that one. Because I know a lot of people are like, what, like, who cares about esports? It's not real sport kind of thing. But I think with the way things are going now and how hyped people get about these games, like I went to like one Overwatch like match where like I was like physically like sitting in an auditorium in front of like the players, and like I get to see like the camera was pointing at them, and they were like they were like going crazy, and everyone was like cheering. Like it's like a real sports like feeling. Like I've been to like basketball games, and like it's almost the same thing. People were like getting really like crazy for their like teams. They were like had their face paint of like the team colors. I almost fought a guy because he was pissing me off. Like it felt like I was at a basketball game. It was amazing, and I think that's like untapped potential to like not have like an anime, like a sports anime theme doing esports.
I already
of
have
course,
a
League of
great
Legends,
idea
but
for the title. It could be Underview. Underview.
No.
Love and Other Delusions.
Oh my god.
They're
No.
League of Legends championships. Animated.
Yeah, no, don't say animated. The moment you say like the anime edition or like animated version,
It
you
becomes a
know
hentai.
it sucks. Oh, that too.
Yeah.
Or the animation.
Or it's a Square Enix anime.
Yeah, or like all the Persona ones.
Yeah.
Well, actually, Persona 4 was okay, but yeah, Persona 5 was trash. But yeah, esports. I think like I've always been like bouncing around that idea. I'm just like, why not? Like, because like the why I love about sports animes is that you get to like be connected with the players that you don't get when you're watching like regular sports. It's like I don't know like LeBron James, like I don't know like
His measurements.
that too. No, I know his measurements. I know about that. like I guess like his like motivation, right? Other than like I guess being like the best basketball player ever, where like in Haikyuu it's like, oh, I'm doing it for my senpais, or like I'm doing this because like my little sister needed like a role model, you know, like just like that basic like, you know, cheesy motivational stuff. I feel like that's perfect for esports, for sports anime fans around the world. That, you know, connection will be better because like I don't know, I watched like 1 or 2 League of Legends matches or like a couple Overwatch matches. I don't know who the fuck these guys are. We don't really talk about them that much. Like they do promos where like they eat at a restaurant. They'd be like, so like how many hours a day do you practice Overwatch? And it's like, I practice like 18 hours a day. And then he like cuts into a steak and eats it. I'm like, this is like the most boring shit I've ever seen. What a promo to like make me really excited for this match.
So all we need really is cute girls doing esports. And you got the team, you got the 5 players, you got the cute one, you got the cool one, you got the really young Kohai.
Yeah.
And it just builds
Yeah,
itself.
you got the Onei-chan, yeah.
Oh yeah, the unknown.
Yeah, and then you got like the freshman, the exciting freshman that like came out of nowhere from America and then decided to join this random Japanese high school.
The American member of the team. Oh, and don't forget the childhood friend who is now distant from the protagonist, and it is through esports that they will reforge their friendship.
But he's like on the other team, or she's on the other team.
Oh
then,
no, it's actually a boy, and then
he's
on the opponent's team, and they won't mention it, but there's a little chemistry there between the two of them that they won't talk about until the final episode.
So we're throwing like a little Romeo and Juliet on top of
too easy,
other
man.
bullshit. Yeah, see, man, hey, we should just start an anime studio, and then no one would give us money for it.
I have a question for you, Peter. You know, have you ever watched Saint Young Men? That's the one where it's kind of like it's if the Buddha and Jesus were.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, came to like the human plane to just live out human lives, but it's still
I know
those two, but in like an anime context. Would you watch an anime about LeBron James and other basketball players if they were thrown into an anime context? And then it followed like a more, not exactly like point for point, but it's them, but with a more
like we're saying like an animated like documentary of like their life.
I'm talking like a slice of life comedy that basically uses their names and their identities, but in like that kind of genre.
Yeah, there's gonna be like stuff they have to change to like make it interesting to watch.
Maybe throw some tropes.
Yeah, but there are like some like just athletes in general where they're like naturally funny, or like they have like a certain charisma that's like Shaq. Shaq is a good example. Like Shaquille O'Neal, like everyone knows Shaq. They know Shazam, right? They know his commercials. Like he was like an icon off the basketball court. I think. Like I mean, he already has Shaq Fu.
Yeah, I don't know too much about him as a basketball player, but basically, I understand what his personality is very clearly. Yeah, and
I mean, like he's shown up in movies. I think he'll be John Cena. It's another athlete. The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. If we get an anime about him,
is all of his movies not already just basically anime?
Yeah, like I just want to see him like start from like a pebble and then just like grow up into the rock.
Into the rock.
That he is. Alright, anything else? Any series that you guys want continued or like redone? Any studios you guys want to take over?
The only problem I have with the cute girls with the esports thing is that they won't even pass like to the first round because it's an all girls team. I'm serious, dude.
So what about those salary men on the trains?
I guess I'm keeping that one in. Like,
You know, strawberries aren't really a berry.
hey, Matt, can you make sure you say your full name so people know that you're the one that said that and don't associate with the three of us? Woo! Man, didn't think you're gonna throw the salaryman joke at me this late in the game, but you did. All right. Anything else you guys would do? Like, I would redo Trigger because I feel like Trigger always starts out strong in their animes, but then they always end on that weird like avant-garde like ending. Like I don't understand like why they were like on the path. They were like on the way to like being one of the best animes ever, and then they were like, hey, what would happen if we just take a 360 spin and go straight down to hell? Do you think people will like that?
You know, this series is really cool, but you know what would make it better? Space with aliens.
Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't called themselves like the space pirates. I couldn't think of any good space jokes.
That's alright.
All
Yeah,
right,
I
one
would
more
take
thing.
that.
Oh wait, continue. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I would take that infinite budget and I would pay Trigger to make an anime that doesn't end with space. And I like to see what they come up with. 'Cause I think what they come up with then would truly just have it all.
Oh yeah, or just redo Darling in the Franxx.
No, that's unsavable. You'd have to burn it to the ground and start again. There's it wouldn't even be recognizable. It would basically have the
That's
title.
fine. That's fine.
There'd be nothing recognizable.
Keep the
about
first half, and then we redo the second half, and then we'll just rename Darling in the Franxx to Darling in the Branks. All right, Kai, what else would you like to change it? Kai Supremium Inc.
Yeah, Kai Supremium Inc. We would like to redo the anime adaptation of Chaos Head, if you guys know anything about it. It's part of the Science
Steins
Adventure
Gate
series with Steins Gate, Chaos Head, Robotic Notes, Occultic 9.
Oh.
There's a new one coming out. It's something with codes and stuff, but they're announcing it real soon. But Chaos Head was like the first one in the Science Adventure series.
Code
Took
Geass.
place in Tokyo, like in Shibuya area. But man, compared to like I watched the playthrough of the video game, but compared to the visual novel, the anime is so terrible. It's
Better
just
detail.
just
No, the
terrible.
opposite.
Like you
Whoops.
can go on anywhere, and everyone will shit on Chaos Head because of how bad it is, and it is really bad. And I wish they could give it more love, you know.
Yeah, to all the 5 fans out there for Chaos Head,
Yep.
that one's for you.
Yep.
I'm surprised you didn't want more Steins Gate.
Well, because
To be
we
perfectly
do. We
honest.
have a lot of Steins Gate.
We actually got a
Yeah,
second
we do
season,
have
and I think we all saw how trying to make lightning strike twice doesn't quite.
You don't want
Happen.
10 more seasons?
Nah, I'm
Like
not
that.
greedy like that. Cause like we got the audio tapes, the drama CDs, the
Mhm.
light novels.
We got
a
the OVA,
OVA,
movie.
movies, a
The
second
movie
Video
I
season.
felt was
games, yeah.
perfect. Way to wrap it up.
Dude.
Yeah,
So
I guess
good.
so. I guess it's overdone. I'm actually also surprised none of you, because I haven't watched Attack on Titan, but I'm surprised none of you have been like, hey, let's just get Attack on Titan out faster. That's like, I'm
I mean,
tired
yeah.
of waiting.
I mean, I'm down, but
I have other priorities.
Yeah,
like Nozaki-kun has
exactly.
suffered
we
more.
we can just wait for that. It's a thing that comes. It's like Harry Potter. Every year a new movie came out.
I'm not worried about Attack on Titan getting its next season. I am deathly afraid every day I wake up scared that Nozaki-kun will never see the light of day again.
Oh my god. We should rewatch Nozaki-kun.
We should. Yeah.
Alright, anything else?
Bro.
There was
Eric might be onto something. If you look up mob or mobs on Google, apparently you see Mob Psycho 100 on there. It's the agenda of the American government to not show the reality of these protests and to distract us with anime.
Okay, you got cut in me, Kai, and your what the fuck face in the YouTube cut. Okay.
I know, I don't know what to say to that, because you know what? This is my fault, because I put that news article in the notes, but then I decided to skip it because I didn't think anyone would have anything useful to say about it. But
You're wrong.
I guess I was wrong. I should have put that in. I should have gave you your screen time, Matt. I'm so sorry. I didn't know you felt so strongly about the American agenda of mobs. Okay.
I just gotta let the truth out there, like Fox News.
Okay. Before we head off, you know what? We'll talk about that just real quick, and I'm gonna put it down just to explain it to everyone that has no idea. So apparently, someone messed with the Google search algorithm, and except for when you type in mobs, you get the anime Mob Psycho 100 instead. So I think Eric Trump was tweeting pictures of mobs using these pictures of like Mob Psycho 100, and he was saying like how bad mobs are, and how like rioters, and how bad they ruin our country. But like I think it was a tweet.
Wait, so he was trying to show pictures of mobs on Google, but he accidentally tweeted photos of Mob Psycho.
Yeah. No. He Google image searches the word mob, and a normal person, when you think of mob, you think of mobs of people or whatever. But instead, it was Mob Psycho 100, and then he was like, conspiracy.
People were trying to hide it.
What's going on? Why is this other thing here?
Here's what he says: Google is once again trying to manipulate Americans. Type mob or mobs into Google and watch what comes up. Do the same on any other search engine. # nothing to see here. Because it's just literally pictures of like Mob Psycho 100.
What the chicken McFuck is he talking about?
It's a hidden agenda, and Matt does not stand for it. He refuses to be hidden.
Yeah, fuck that. I mean, Mob Psycho 100 is good, but fuck that.
Yeah, I mean, how can I don't know. Let's just end it. I got nothing else.
Well, anyways,
God.
Thank you for listening.
Oh man, we're gonna get canceled after this episode. All right. Thank you guys for listening to another episode of the Wii Power Hour. Remember, all of the links to like Google and Apple and all the other podcasting apps are in the description. Same with the news articles and our social media. Every new episode comes out every Monday, so please look out for that. And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
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 Can you stop fapping?